Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell, and today I'd like to share with you 8 qualities of abundance thinkers. And maybe you can identify yourself as one of them. Now, many people go through life thinking that abundance is an option only available to the rich, to the better educated, to the better connected, or those that are more worthy than them to be able to receive it. But there are certain traits that separate the abundance thinkers from a regular person. So these traits you can adopt right away if you don't already possess them. So if you'd like to discover how to reset your lack of beliefs around prosperity and expand your wealth and happiness, then here are 8 qualities of abundance thinkers that you can adopt today. Okay, quality number 1. Abundance thinkers celebrate their little wins first. Okay, so abundant thinkers don't just celebrate the huge wins, but they celebrate the little ones first. They celebrate the smallest steps moving forward, the smallest achievements, anything that's moving them closer to their goal. They acknowledge, they're grateful, and they celebrate it so that they can keep their positive vibration up. Now, this means that they celebrate themselves on a daily basis, because if you're moving towards your goal and you're in this abundant mindset, you're always taking action towards that goal. Okay, quality number 2 is that they don't spend their dollar time on penny tasks. Now, this is a big one, and I want to just repeat that again so you get this. They don't spend their dollar time on penny tasks. Now, abundant thinkers know how to manage their time and when to delegate. So, for example, if you are a business owner and you are the one that's really responsible for going out and getting the business and basically running everything from day to day, then you don't want to be using your dollar time doing things like cleaning the house or doing the bookkeeping or doing things that you're not great at or that you don't like to do, that you procrastinate about, that are a time suck for you. You know, it's great for you to keep the energy of money flowing, so pay someone to do the laundry for you, pay someone to clean the house. They're going to appreciate the money because they obviously need it for their business, and it means that it frees you up to do what's really going to be earning you the most money, which is the best use of your time. Okay, quality number 3 is that they make their decisions based on knowledge, not on wishful thinking. So abundant thinkers never make a decision based on emotion, but rather on information. Now I'm going to take that and expand that a little bit further. Because when you are in a career, if you're in a business, or you have something that's earning you an income, when you're making a decision, yes, you absolutely need to consider all the knowledge and information that you have. But then when you combine that with focusing on where it is that you want to end up, that you sit in the visualization of where you're ending, and then you start to take action in that direction, when you can combine the two of those, then you actually have a formula for success. So if you're just sitting around and wishfully thinking, well, you know, I hope that one day I win the lottery, or I wish that, you know, I was better at my job, or, you know, I wish I had a better boss, rather than saying I wish or I hope, or I hope when, all that's doing is keeping you in the present. You want to be clear about where it is that you're ending up, have all the information that you need, and then make decisions moving forward from there. Okay, quality number 4 is that they tap into the money that they haven't created yet. Now, abundant thinkers spend their time thinking about how to increase and bring even more revenue in, but they also get creative by managing their bills consciously. So what I mean by this is that abundant thinkers are thinking about how they can get their money to work for them. So it's not just like an even exchange, but it's like, how can I keep the energy going? How can I have my money working as an investment? You know, even while I'm paying my bills, they get creative with how they can get their money to work for them moving forward. And by that, they're able to leverage their money and leverage their time and be able to create more wealth as a result of that. Okay, so trait number 5 is that they do what they love. Okay, now I touched on this a little bit earlier about making sure that you outsource what it is that you don't love to do, the things that you procrastinate, so that you can focus on what you do love. Abundant thinkers live in an abundant life by doing what it is that they love. They know that by using their gifts, it's a way of expressing themselves that brings them joy, but it doesn't necessarily have to bring them wealth. You know, my friend Janet Atwood has a thing called the passion test. And when you look at the passions in all the different areas of your life, it doesn't mean that you need to make money from each of your passions, but you want to make sure that these passions are included in your life, because every time you do something that brings you joy, you are raising your vibration to match that of abundance. So the more that you can incorporate these things, the more you have a fulfilling and abundant life. Okay, so trait number 6. Abundant thinkers embrace change versus fear of change. Because let's face it, the only thing that's constant is change. And a person with an abundant mindset understands that change is an integral part of life. You know, when we look at even things like we do with mind movies and online, you know, we know that things are changing and morphing all the time. That's the nature of the beast. So there's no point in sitting there and getting upset and going, wow, what's worked 6 months ago is not working now. We understand that things are going to change, and so we make sure that the whole system that we have is ready to embrace change, so we understand that it's coming and that we can roll with the punches and make sure that we can keep moving forward. You know, abundant thinkers embrace and accept it. They appreciate the fact that change often leads to more positive outcomes, even if the change is somewhat challenging or difficult to navigate at times. And let's face it, sometimes it is. Now, fear plagues those with a scarcity mindset. You know, they'll spend time constantly complaining about how change is coming and how things don't work anymore, and they will take a much longer period to accept change, which means that they could miss the boat on any kind of massive changes that are happening within their industry. Okay, number 7 is that they adopt a learning mentality versus a knowing-it-all mentality. An abundance mentality craves learning and growth. If you want to be abundant, one of the best qualities you can have is curiosity. You know, they have a never-ending thirst for knowledge, and they develop the new skills as they go along, whereas scarcity mindset people believe that they know everything. They can't learn anything more, and they severely limit their learning and their growth. And remember, your learning and growth can not just come from information, but it can come from failures. It can come from exchanges with other people. You know, it can come from any part of normal life. But if you're curious and you're open to learn, even those things that are seemingly difficult and a challenge at the time can really teach you something to help you expand. So number 8 is that an abundant thinking person always focuses on the positive or focuses on the good. Remember, everything that happens, you create a story about. So what story are you creating about past events that are either propelling you forward or keeping you trapped in the past? You know, a person with a scarcity mindset selects negative thoughts and adopts a victim mentality. You know, the strong emotions that they experience on a daily basis creates the stress in the body, and with the range of emotions shifting from anxiety to fear to worry to anger to resentment, back to anxiety, back to fear, it's just a never-ending circle of negativity. Now, the negative emotions and thoughts and beliefs create illnesses in the body, leading to general poor health. And their daily focus is on what's not working. Now, that doesn't sound like life, does it? It's not a way to live. But those with an abundance mindset are often visionaries, and they see limitless possibilities in the world. Their focus in daily life is on what is working. And the path that you've traveled thus far is not set in stone. So deciding to change paths is the first step. Remember, everything that's happened in your life has happened for you to get you to this point, to propel you to where it is that you want to go. And if that's the story that you're choosing, then you'll get into a place of abundance in a very fast manner. Now remember, no matter how much money you have, if you don't have the right mindset, most likely you'll feel haunted by fear and insecurity quite often. Right, now before I go, I would love to hear from you. Do you have any ideas on how to adopt an abundance mindset? Now, I'm sure our community would love to hear your ideas and hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Movies YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. My name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.